This is my last attempt at writing this post. I just need help getting closure. If anyone can help, that would be amazing. My brother passed away a week ago. Today, I found his suicide note. It has been a week since Sam had died. Mom and Dad haven't been the same. Sam was their golden child, the kid that I couldn't be. Don't get me wrong though, I wasn't jealous. I love being me. Sam was so innocent. He couldn't hurt a single thing on this world. He was 13. They called it a suicide in that he was depressed. I'm not convinced that he was though. You see, Sam was a very happy kid. He was your average kid. He played video games, played sports, and had a lot of friends. There was nothing for Sam to be sad about. He was fine up until December. Usually he loves December, but this year he was different. Around the 3rd of December, he started acting weird. He wasn't the same kid that I knew. He wasn't the same kid that Mom and Dad knew. We all noticed the change. He went from being happy and always being very talkative to seeming sad and not talking at all. He would always pick at his food and he wouldn't eat a lot at dinner. We asked what was wrong, and he would say, "I'm fine." We knew that he was lying. Fine is the worst word in the English language. It is so misused. When someone says that they're fine, they aren't. They say that to stop the conversation. They say that so they don't have to talk about how they really feel. Sam wasn't fine. That much was very obvious. Mom said to leave him alone though, that maybe it was puberty. I didn't think so though. I am 16 now and well, I didn't act like that when I was 13. His mood change was so sudden. He went from being joyous and happy to being sad and well, depressed. I hate that word. I'm not sure if Sam was depressed. I'm assuming he was, but I don't know for sure. All I know is that I miss him. He was my best friend. I didn't have a connection with other people like how I did with Sam. Sam truly was my best friend. Sure, I had friends at school, but Sam and I had a special bond. A bond that only brothers could have. My favorite memories with Sam is when we would go to the lake and build forts. We still did that even when we grew up. It was fun for us. We always had a special bond that was our way of bonding even more. I know it probably sounds weird, but that's how we were. Sam never aggravated me. He was always there for me. He was stronger than I could have ever been. And he handled so much stuff that I would have crumbled instantly from. I miss him so much. He died on Christmas Day. The week leading up to Christmas was weird. Christmas was on a Wednesday this year. Friday the 20th was the first weird day. Sam didn't show up to school and instead he stayed home. It was exams, so Mom was upset at him. He said he wasn't feeling well. That night, there was a lot of arguing during dinner, and he eventually stormed away from the dinner table. My mom was about to go after him, but my dad stopped her. He said that it was just part of puberty and that tantrums were normal. When I was done eating, I went to go talk to him. He tried to ignore me, but I tickled him and I made him talk. Like I said, we had a great bond. "Screw off," he said. This was not normal. He had never said that before to me, and he sounded serious when he said it. He sounded like he did want me to go away. I didn't oblige though. I kept asking him things like, "What's wrong?" Or, "You've been acting weird, what's up?" I knew he didn't mean what he said, so that's why I was being so persistent. Or maybe he did. Eventually, he said that word again. I'm fine. Can you go away? I want to draw in peace and you're freaking aggravating me. I was almost in a state of shock. He had never acted like that before. I obliged then. Okay, fine. If you need to talk. He cut me off saying, get the hell out. I searched signs of depression that night. He met a lot of the things that were on there. Mood swings, check. Loss of interest and pleasure in activities, check. Poor appetite, check. Agitation and aggression, check. That was the problem then. He was depressed. I went to my mom, but she called me silly. She said that I was overreacting and that he would be back to normal soon. Saturday the 21st was the first day of Christmas break. Instead of going sledding like how we did in the years past, he stayed inside. I tried to drag him outside, but he wouldn't budge. It was then that I noticed something. A cut on his arm. Hey Sam, I said quietly. Yeah, he said in an aggravated tone. What is that cut on your arm? I asked. He pulled his sleeve over it and said, I cut myself by accident while I was outside earlier. Are you sure? I asked. Yes, why do you care? He said in an aggravated tone. If you're cutting, let me know. I can help you if you need me to, I said. I grabbed his arm, but he hit me off of him. I told you I'm fine. Please just leave me alone. That's the third time that he had said fine. I left his room in disbelief and I sat in the living room. He's cutting, I thought to myself. I couldn't tell Mom. She would say he's fine and that he probably did cut himself outside. Sunday the 22nd was a terrible day. There was a blizzard and we were locked in the house all day. I tried to go talk to him again. Hey, wanna do something? I asked. I noticed that he was writing or drawing in some notebook. He closed it when he heard my voice. Sure. I was shocked. He actually said yes. Video games? I asked. Sure, he said. He put the notebook in a drawer and he locked it. Maybe he was fine, I thought. He actually said yes to go play video games. I let him beat me and he didn't hold back from rubbing it in. By dinner time, he was actually looking happy. We ate dinner and had a talk as a family for the first time in what felt like forever. He stopped acting so distant and began talking to us. He twisted his curly brown hair and he actually ate a bit. After dinner, we played more video games. Around 11, he went to bed. I told him good night and said that I had had fun. The conversation went something like, I'm gonna go to bed, it's getting late, he said. Sure, I was getting tired myself. Thanks for playing today. I was getting worried about you. I'm fine, he said. I've been drawing and stuff. Maybe I'll be an artist, he chuckled. Show me sometime, I said. He nodded. Night. Night. Monday the 23rd was another day of being stuck inside. Today I decided that I would find out what he was drawing and writing. I snuck into his bedroom when he went out for breakfast. I saw his notebook was left on his desk. He started coming back and I grabbed the notebook and acted like I was looking for something. I hid the notebook in my sweatshirt. Hey, have you seen my wallet? I asked. I think I might have left it in here when I came in yesterday." "No, I haven't," he said. "Oh, okay, well let me know if you see it," I said while awkwardly walking out. I ran back to my room and I locked the door. His notebook looked normal. He had drawings in them, and they were really good. He also wrote some poems. One was, "The nights are growing long. As I look for some place, I long for a way to feel better in myself, and in a way to get some help. I feel the things growing inside of me. The voices keep yelling at me." It was a bad poem, but it seemed odd. What voices? I thought. And the nights are growing long. I thought he was getting better. It seems as though he's been faking. As if to make me feel better. Here's another poem. "The devil roars at night as I look into the sky. I'm waiting for my wings so that I can fly. Soon I'll be free of his torture. And soon I'll be either with the devil in torture or with the angels keeping watch." Another terrible poem. Soon I'll be free. What was he getting at? I ripped the 2 pages out and I brought the book back to his room. That night, I lay there asking myself what he had meant. Maybe I should ask him. Tuesday the 24th, Christmas Eve. This was the day that I had messed up the most. I feel like if I had gone about it better, he would still be here. I heard him talking in his room early Christmas Eve. He said something along the lines of, "The pain is getting too hard. I can't handle it anymore. I'm not strong enough for this. If I were Gabe, I would be able to, but it's me. I can't handle this pain anymore. The voices keep calling for me. They're saying that it's my time to join them. They're saying that I need to go and meet them. That soon I will have my wings. I'm not sure what they mean by this, but I'm sure it means something. I wish the people around me knew. I wish that I could talk to Gabe, but I can't. He wouldn't understand, or he would tell Mom or Dad. I think next weekend is when it'll happen. That's when I'll fulfill my goal, my purpose in life. I wasn't meant to live a full or good life, but to live a burdensome and tough life. This was God's plan for me the whole time. Soon the pain will be over." He closed the notebook when he finished writing and he put it up. I walked in immediately. "What will be over?" I asked him with a stern voice. "How long were you lit?" I cut him off. "What do you mean the pain will be over? What can I not understand?" I asked. "Oh, Gabe, you just don't get it. I'm not writing this so that it is to be taken literally. I'm writing a book," he remarked. "At 13, try again. What the hell did you mean the pain will be over soon? I'm gonna get Mom and Dad if you don't answer now," I screamed. "My pain, it'll be over," he said, and then he walked out of the room. I let him walk out. That was the biggest mistake of my entire life. I left it at that. Christmas Day, the 25th. When I woke up, Sam wasn't there to wake me up. I woke up by myself. Usually Sam woke me up on Christmas morning. He still believes so. It was his thing to do. I wondered why I woke up. It was 6:30 a.m. I heard a scream. It sounded like my mother. "No, no, no, oh honey, Sam, no," she had screeched. "Call an ambulance," she yelled to my dad. I woke up and I walked to Sam's room. My dad was standing outside of it, "Don't try going in, son," he said with a deep sorrow in his voice. "Why not? Is it Sam?" I asked. He nodded his head. I knew instantly what had happened. I pushed through Dad and I saw the scene. I will never forget it. The way his body was limp and was laying there. The way the blood run from the veins of his arm. I fell back. I was speechless. The carpet was covered in blood. His lifeless body was there. I'll never forget the scene. There was a rope by the closet and it was tied like a noose. It was later determined as a backup plan. I was speechless. My mother was there by his body holding him. She was wailing and screeching. I couldn't move. The police officers and paramedics came in around 10 minutes later. They tried moving me, but I didn't budge. I was stuck there, staring at the lifeless body of my best friend, my only friend, my brother. The 26th was just as bad of a day. My parents set up a psychiatrist appointment, and I would be going to see a therapist soon. The traumatic scene, they called it. Yesterday was his funeral. I'll never forget it. He had joked before about having to bury me. I never thought that I would be burying him. I'm over it now, though. I saw a note under his bed. It says, "Dear Gabe, if you're seeing this, that is good. I know you had your concerns about me, and I'm sorry that I couldn't talk about things to you. It's easier for me to write or draw about them. Something happened. When I was walking down by old Ashbury Creek around the 3rd of December, I saw something. You and I both know that we never liked that place to begin with because it was odd. There was a shack that I'd never seen before and, well, I was intrigued by it. I walked over to it and inside there was this child. I'm not going to say who, but I think you can figure it out. I grabbed the kid and I started walking with him back home. I had left my phone at home so I couldn't call the police. I started walking towards home when I heard something behind us. I told the kid to stay put and I would go find out what it was. I went to go look for it, and then I heard the screams of a child right where I had left him. When I got back, there was a horrible scene. I'm not going to describe it in this letter. I wasn't depressed. I was scared. I couldn't live with the constant fear anymore. I've left my notebook under my bed. I said some more things there. I need you to spread this story. Make sure you warn people not to go to Old Ashbury Creek. They might see what I did. It was so real, it felt set up, if you know what I mean. Anyways, if you're reading this letter, you know what I did next. I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you. Love, Sam. Old Ashbury Creek. That place always did seem off to me. Wait, his notebook is under the bed. I'm not going to read everything from it, but these are the things that I think you should know about. December 3rd, 2019. I went to go help the kid. That's all I wanted to do. And now it's following me. I can hear it in the walls and I could hear it outside. It sounds like it's getting louder every second. After it attacked me, it said if I mentioned it to anyone, then he would kill my family. I say it because I couldn't see what it was. It looked like a human, but I'm not sure. I can hear it coming. December 7th, 2019. Turns out it was a human. It was Dad. He brought me to his lab outside. The entrance door was behind some bushes on the side of the house. It's impossible to see it unless you saw it opened. This isn't an ordinary lab though. The walls were coated in rust and metal and the ceiling was an ugly yellow. He brought me to one room. The childcare room is what he called it. It wasn't a childcare room. I saw the face of that kid I tried saving by the creek. The faces of some of my classmates. I can't get the image out of my head. Maybe I'm going insane. I hear him coming again. December 17th, 2019. Now I hear the voices constantly. They're always there. I hear them right now. The voices of those children. Join us, they say. It's better when the pain is gone. They say. Maybe they're right. December 24th, 2019. Tonight is the night that I'm going to do it. Gabe's been bugging me about how I feel and I always tell him I'm fine, but he knows that I'm not. I need this pain to be over with. I think I'm going to use that knife that Mother just bought. It always glistens. Maybe it won't with my blood on it. The voices are starting to hurt my ears. I hear them constantly. I need to get out. Please, ask Dad why he had to do this. Goodbye. Goodbye. That was the last thing that he ever wrote. I'm not sure what to do. I don't think confronting Dad would be smart, but maybe I should call the police. Please tell me how I can fix this. Please help me. Please help me get justice for Sam.